Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading for your financial situation right now. This has been my most requested reading lately. I mean, it makes sense. So many of you guys really feel like you're struggling right now. With people maybe losing jobs or not being able to go into work because of the lockdown. Some people who are healthcare workers or maybe truck drivers or who are in delivery services or grocery store workers feeling stressed. Some people's governments are only paying a percentage of what they used to make before, which is making it difficult to pay bills. Some people's governments aren't doing anything at all. Some people's governments are just handing them a small check and saying, here you go, but it's barely enough to pay rent and everything. So I completely understand, you guys. Like, this is a very difficult time. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look into your finances and what's going on right now, and then we're going to look into any blessings that are coming in or what's basically going to happen for you on the other side of all of this, okay? So I'm hoping that this reading will just be so healing for you and so helpful for you. If this reading does help you, the best way you can support me right now is to go watch the makeup tutorial that I just posted before this video, and a link will be down below in the description and in the comments. It'd be really nice if you guys like this reading, you feel supported, if you could support me and watch that video, because I spent a lot of time on it and I really had fun with it. I also think it's really relaxing and chill, something to just kind of veg out to. And I have a passion with makeup and sharing that with you guys, and I just hope more people can see that. So thank you for my shameless self-promotion here, but please watch that video. I'd really appreciate it. So we're gonna start first with an energy clearing. We're gonna do a universal prayer right now. So it doesn't matter what religion you are, or if you don't subscribe to a religion, or what your culture is, or what your background is, or where you come from. Maybe for some of you guys, prayer is a little bit triggering if you've dealt with toxic religion in the past. So you can just view this as goal setting or intention setting. You might view this as a spell. You might view this as a prayer. You might view this as intention setting, or you might view this as simply just putting some good vibes out there for yourself. So we're gonna take some deep breaths, and you can close your eyes, or you can open your eyes or reach your eyes up to the sky, or sit with your legs crossed and put your open palms face up on your knees, whatever feels best for you. Just sit with me here in this moment, and let's put some good energy out for our money situation, our finances, our abundance. So, dear God, angels, spirit guides, higher self, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and or your deity, please clear, shield, and protect us from all lower negative and unwanted energies and entities, or anything that isn't of our highest and best good. Please help us with our finances and our financial situation right now. Please send love and healing light to every single beautiful person, spirit, and animal on this planet. Healing energy, abundant energy, the energy of love. Help us to remember that abundance is our birthright. Help us to remember that despite all appearances, we are always provided for. Sometimes not a moment before, sometimes not a moment after, sometimes just right on time. Help us to trust in our worthiness. Help us to trust in Mother Earth right now and the abundance that she naturally has and provides and protects us with. As many of us look outside right now and see spring blossoming and blooming and growing and see Mother Nature thriving without as much of our human interference, as we witness animals coming back to claim their territories and wander through our streets, as we start seeing those caterpillars turn into butterflies, as we hear the song of the birds in the morning and in the evening right before the sunset. Help us remember too that we will bloom and we will blossom and we will grow again. Just like Mother Earth, we have cycles and we have seasons in our life. So even though it might be spring on the outside, maybe for many of us right now it's winter on the inside. It feels like everything is stuck, frozen, stagnant, on pause. Some of us might feel as if we have no control over making decisions for our life. Some of us are really missing the little things, like just being able to go out to a restaurant. Some people might not be able to pay their rent or could be afraid of where their next paycheck is coming or if their job is going to shut down. All those worries and all those fears that some of us are having are a normal reaction to abnormal events. Allow us to hold these feelings, the anxieties, the worries, and the doubts. Allow us to create a space for that that's sacred, but also allow us to remember love and to remember light and to be good with ourselves, to be kind to ourselves, to take good care of ourselves right now. Help us to remember that we are here to be the witness. We are the witness that is witnessing the witnesser. Sometimes it's simply enough to just be. Help us to find delight in the moment. Help us to find love in the moment. Help us to delight in the little things. Help bring money and financial abundance into our lives at the perfect time, exactly what we need, and maybe even a little bit more. Help us to make wise decisions right now with our money. Help us to not be afraid if we feel like our heart is guiding us to make a certain purchase or to give to those in need or to help others. Help those of us who need to be strong right now and save their money to be able to make that decision if that's what they need to make. And overall, help us to trust in this process. We don't have to agree with it. We don't have to like it. We don't have to understand it, but it's here. Help us not to resist it. Help us to welcome it. To welcome the pain, to welcome the tears, to welcome the worries, the doubts, the fears, and the anxiety, but also to welcome the love and the bliss. Spring will come again. Your harvest and your fruit will bloom again. So repeat after me. I am abundant. I am the master creator of my life. Being here now is enough. I am enough. My worth is not measured by my productivity. I am love. Thank you. Amen. And so it is. Oh, let's all take a nice deep breath. Whew. Man, this room is thick with Palo Santo smoke. I hope that you guys enjoyed that prayer. Just a little, I guess a little spoiler alert for you guys. I've hired a producer and I've gotten all ASMR equipment, high quality subliminals, affirmations, meditations, and binaural beats are coming to Rainbow Harmony. Very excited about that. Rainbow Harmony is about to have a big glow up, so stay tuned. Okay, so who is ready for the reading? For those of you guys who are just joining me here for the reading portion and you skip through the energy clearing, that's fine, no problem. Welcome. All you have to do to receive your reading is simply just choose one of these cards, okay? So you can choose number 1, the raw quartz crystal. Number 2, the unidentified crystal. If you know what crystal this is, let me know in the comments below. I've had some people try to identify it, but I just don't think that it was that, what they said. So it's kind of purplish. And then it's got this. Number 3 is the amethyst crystal. Number 4 is the rose quartz. So once you have chosen, you can head down below to the comments or to the timestamps to fast forward to your part of the reading, and I'll see you soon. So for those of you guys who choose number 1, let's look into your first card here and just see what's going on currently with your finances and your abundance, work, career, all that good stuff. So we're getting the 3 of Pentacles, which is definitely a card that's talking about delays, okay? So obviously we've got delays here, but it's not a bad card altogether, okay? This is a card that's talking about like connecting with people, like group activities, but definitely this card indicates a delay, but with the promise of future success. Conditions are in the process of taking form here for you, okay? So I do see some of you guys still working, having meetings, maybe connecting over the internet or working from home on your job. And I see a message about this actually giving you a really big chance to shine and step up, because some of your coworkers are slacking off right now. Some of them aren't holding up as well. Maybe that's what's hard for you, is you feel like you're the one that's holding everything together. You're the one that's like having to step up. You're worried about your job and your future, and if it's even going to, like, this job is going to crumble or fall apart, or if it's going to, it's like you've received some information from a higher up or something about the real state of things, and it's really scary for you. If that doesn't apply, I feel like maybe you're just home, unemployed, or just no job, nothing's going on right now, kind of worried about what's going to happen, of course, but this seems to be actually a really good time for you to move forward with some type of business venture that you forgot about in the past, that you had an idea to start but like never did, or maybe for some of you guys who are self-employed, to get that boost in your business. I do see something about like an unexpected business call, somebody calling or somebody emailing you, and actually offering you business right now for some of you guys. I'm seeing something about anybody who's like maybe a photographer or working in social media, or who's doing tech jobs, or like you might be sent stuff in the mail or to work with, or somebody will hire you, or your boss might give you extra work, or anybody who's a freelancer, there might be someone who needs your help right now, who actually does want to work with you. I also see people who are working in client-based services. You're going to have a lot of clients reaching out wanting to get on a wait list for like whenever this whole thing is over. So hairdressers, people who are working, I'm trying to think in my mind more jobs like that, but if you're doing services like you're a nail tech, hairdresser, artist, something like that, you might have people who are actually interested and really missing your work, and who, like, you're gonna have a big boom in business as soon as this is over. because so many people are missing your services and missing your work and like really want to be able to get that again from you, if that makes sense. Okay. I also see you enjoying the company of good friends. You're hearing from people right now you haven't heard from in a long time. And some of these friends you're just like talking random stuff with, you're catching up, like it's been a really nice time. Maybe you've heard from some people too, or exes, or people you don't want to hear from, you know? So don't forget to block and ignore the people you know are bad vibes. But there's been some people who've really stepped up in your life who I feel like you've even become better friends with. And even some of your business associates you're able to connect with now that everyone's slowed down and is at home, like through emails, through writing, through video chats. You're connecting more with business people, you're talking ideas. There's like a creative energy that's going around. So somehow you're making connections right now, or you're adding new ideas to a project. Maybe there's some paperwork going on. You're really trying to work on improving the quality of your work, or the quality of like this business venture you're in or that you want to start. Okay. I definitely see you coming together with somebody to discuss a business idea or a venture. You're tossing around ideas that could improve or market your work, and this is going really, really well right now. And it could just be like a family member or a friend, or it's actually someone who might go into business with you. But it just seems like you're making preparations right now to begin a new undertaking. So this is a good time for you to start making plans to start that business or to start that idea. It might sound crazy because you're like, you know, it's a kind of a scary time and there's a lot of fear going on out there, and, you know, people are passing away, and maybe, you know, obviously money can be tight for some people, but you have time and you have your mind, you have your brain, you have ideas. So you have the time that you've been praying for. It's like you've been wanting things to slow down so you could just plan this out, and now you have that. So in a way, you are feeling a little uplifted and renewed and sociable right now, okay? Your relatives or people closest to you are very concerned about some type of legal assistance, or they're seeking legal assistance or seeking legal aid. They're writing contracts right now. You're really worried about them and their situation. You could be overindulging right now in food or in drink for, you know, emotional gratification. You're resting and you're recuperating, but just know, like, very soon, like, you need to take this rest. If you need to take this time to plan, do it. Like, allow yourself to rest, because, like, you're going to be so busy after this. Someone right now could help you collect money that's owed to you. I'm getting that message for some people. I see this new job or this new business that you want to start is going to bring in more money to supplement your income. I just keep seeing somebody. You're getting together with somebody, like on an idea or on a partnership. You're revising your work right now. This is going to help you increase your earnings. This is going to help you to get your inspiration out there. You're inspired by a new vision, a new project, or a new product that you can do in your home or that you can sell. So it does seem like things are going pretty good for you. I see this message for you that, yes, you're embarking on a new business venture. You're looking to the future right now. You're making arrangements to talk with people that can help you with that. So this big mountain here obviously is like this scary path and this towering doom feeling that's in the background, but you're still making it work. I think my message to you is like, this is the strength card. So here's what you're supposed to do. And like, here's what could help you forward. Maybe this sounds a little messed up, but like, don't let people bring you down right now. Like last night I was watching a video of this girl singing Bohemian Rhapsody on her, little balcony in Paris. And it was like so sad. And I was like crying, and like, I needed to have that moment of crying because it's hard and there's people dying. It's sad. But, so I feel like you're having moments like that, maybe like me, but, you got a lot of creative energy. In a way, this is kind of working out for you. You might feel guilty because you, like, in a way, creatively or maybe even financially, you feel like you're benefiting from this. My message to you is don't feel guilty. You deserve it. Like, if you are really, really worried about money, it's coming. Like, this is actually going to work out for you. This whole situation is working out for you, and it's going to change your life. Take this time to rest. Activity will be busy after this lockdown thing is over. This is like 3 months here that I see of like things being slowed down a little bit financially for you, or maybe that's how long it'll take you to get back on top. But like, as soon as this lockdown's over, you're gonna be out there in the world. So be strong right now. It doesn't mean don't show your emotions. It just means like this is part of your destiny in a way. And you've got the light of the Great Spirit shining upon you. You're doing a lot better in this situation than most people are, even if it doesn't seem like it. Your creative energy is like your abundance. Like, that is the source of your abundance. Follow that forward. Doesn't mean you have to be super productive during this time. Just write some ideas down, rest, and know that like this path is going to push you forward in a beautiful way you could have never imagined. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. All right, so for those of you guys who choose number 2, let's go ahead and get your message. This first card is like your current situation with your finances and your career and abundance and all that. The second card is like what will come out of this for you on the other side of this whole pandemic ordeal, or what good energy is going to come in for you, what you have to look forward to, or any guidance. So your first card is, oh my gosh, my heart literally like sunk when I flipped this card over and I saw, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. I can't recall a time I've seen the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And I'm doing readings here every single day. This is definitely an intense energy. I'm so sorry for what you're going through. First of all, I'm going to say that. I think if you were guided to choose this one, you're one of those people right now where like crap is really going down. Like, you've been fired from your job, or you got laid off, or you're not getting any money. Maybe you went into this whole thing with no savings, and maybe you're already in debt. It could be that you're struggling with food, or having to borrow money from relatives or friends, or it's bad. Like, it just seems like it's bad. Like you feel like you have days left before crap hits the fan. And maybe this is like a fan, crap hitting the fan, everything just, and here's the world. And this is like this pandemic going around the world. Maybe it's particularly bad where you are. Maybe you're one of those people who's in Italy or America or Asia or somewhere, maybe in Europe, where it's just really bad right now. You might know people who've passed away. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe you know people who are in the hospital. Maybe you caught the virus yourself, or you're a healthcare worker or something like that, grocery worker right now. And so it's like you're in the middle of it. You're in the midst of it. You're running around like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to put out all these fires, or trying to heal from this, or trying to mourn the loss of someone, or trying to support a friend who's mourned the loss of someone, or mourning the loss of your job or your, financial status, and everything just feels impossible right now. So, in this situation, I think the best thing I can do for you, and the message I'm getting here, is just to validate you, to tell you that, not to tell you like, oh, be productive, or everything's gonna be okay, or don't worry, things are gonna work out. I'm probably gonna tell you that with this card. Who knows what this card is, but I know we're gonna get some good messages for you here. But I feel like you need validation, because you're getting so many messages from people and online when you're scrolling and on YouTube to like, stay strong, it's gonna be okay, stay strong. And you know that there's other people out there who might be in your shoes, or maybe people who might technically have it worse, but what you're going through is real, what you're going through is valid, and you have every right to be worried about it, or to freak out about it if you need to. Maybe your situation is just like mild in the sense to where you're just have a lot of anxiety, during this lockdown. And maybe you're just sad because you can't go get your hair done or your nails done, or it might just be the little things, and maybe, you know, your finances are depleting and you had like a plan to go on a vacation, or you had a plan to have a wedding or something like that, and it had to be canceled. And you're like really sad and you're really upset, but then you're looking out there at people who are dying, and you're like, oh, I don't have a right to be upset because there's like real crap going on out there, and at least it's not that. I mean, it's good to look on the bright side, but you can be sad and upset and acknowledge your feelings and realize like everyone's going through this in a different way. And even if your situation feels like kind of mild, I still see it as, you know, this reversal of the Wheel of Fortune, where it feels like the rug has just been taken out from underneath you. It feels like everything is just fallen apart. Some of you guys who chose this are in lockdown right now with very toxic people. Maybe it's your family or a roommate or a partner or someone who is toxic or who is violent or who is abusive or who is codependent or who is very needy right now, and you just feel like you can't escape. And I'm so sorry for you if that's you. I feel like I'm getting this message like you feel like you're in hell right now and you can't get your own space. And then I see people out there who are just very sensitive and empaths, and you're crying every day, and it's just, you're seeing a lot of the news, and even if you try to avoid it, you're coming across videos, and there's beautiful moments and there's touching moments, but it's also just so raw and so real. I also think for a lot of you guys, it's really just the unknown. It's not the fact that maybe like the finances are going down. It's more like, or you don't have money, or like you're applied for aid and you don't know if you get it. It's more just like you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know when you'll go back to work. You don't know when the money's coming in. You don't know if you're going to lose your job. You don't know if your landlord's going to be cool with you pushing the rent back. You don't know if you just like, it's the not knowing that's killing you, because that if you knew, you feel like you could prepare for it. So you feel like lost, like you can't prepare for anything, like you can't do anything, and like just stuck. And so I'm so sorry. I feel you and what you're going through. And you know, I could say something like, this too shall pass, or hang in there, but I don't really think that's going to help you right now. I really feel like the message is to just welcome this energy and be present. And there's no right or wrong way to do this, okay? But let's look and see what is going to happen when this whole lockdown thing is over, when you can go back to work and like things start to pick up a little bit. Let's just see what you have to, this like, I feel the energy shift when I looked at this card. Yeah, you're going to have a comeback. This is the Magician. Very, very good energy. Okay, so this is an important event, a very important month, which I'm going to need to draw a timeline for you guys. So let me see if I can find my timeline cards. They disappeared. They were hiding over here. So there's something about a specific month that it's like a lot of you guys who came here need a timeline. I'm not saying this is a timeline on when the pandemic's going to be over, but it might be like a timeline on when your finances will start turning around, or you'll get an opportunity, or you'll start feeling a little bit better. 6 months doesn't mean 6 months from now, like that's how long it's going to take. But within the next 6 months, like this isn't gonna hold, like, screw you over for like 3 to 5 years, okay? This is a months thing we're talking about. It's good to know. Yeah, 6 or 7 months. It's gonna be a little tight for you financially. You're gonna have to save. You're gonna have to invest in things that feel important to you. I think the best advice I can give for you energetically and money-wise right now is definitely to save, but not to hoard, because that's kind of a lack energy. So spend your money on little things every once in a while, like a nice lip balm or some hand lotion if your hands are cracking like mine from washing your hands so much. Or invest in like a service that could help you, like I'm trying to think. I was going to say massage, but everyone's social distancing. And just invest in, you know, maybe it's a Netflix subscription. So you have something to do or movies to watch. Maybe it's getting yourself your favorite snack or something, or you're purchasing like 10 days or a $10, yoga online thing or something like that. Like just little things right now to purchase to help with your health, to help with your self-care, like vitamins or whatever. Keep the money going out just a little bit, and you can treat yourself in just tiny little ways so that you're not just like hoarding everything. But you do need to save, okay? And you need to realize that yes, money will be tight for the next 6 or 7 months, but it's going to pick up, okay? It's going to pick up, and you will end up after the next 6 or 7 months, after all of this, in an even better position than you were before. So it's like it's like one step back, but then like 5 steps forward, okay? So there's a new beginning coming for you after this. You're going to be having some huge manifestations coming through. Some of you guys might even manifest love through this. I mean, I think it's going to be a pretty good time for dating after this whole thing is kind of over. I think people are going to really start realizing what's important. I think a lot of the fuckboys out there might decide, like, you know what, I'm not playing anymore. I want someone to really settle down with. I think there's going to be a lot of marriages. There's definitely going to be another baby boom, that's for sure. I think that people are going to be down to commit, and like love is going to be in the air and celebration, and people are just going to be, it's just going to be great. So in a way, there's going to be some good stuff happening. You might not think this is happening, but I keep seeing messages about a new romantic beginning, a great love affair coming into your life. This energy is going to reset you. You're going to become more goal-oriented and more motivated after this, okay? You're going to start attracting more into your life. You're also going to receive an increase in your salary or income. You will receive a raise or a new job or a new position or unexpected financial opportunities. And this might have to do with your government doing some type of stimulus package or something. It might have to do with just maybe you do lose a job or something like that happens, but you end up in a better position. So a couple months of like, but then quantum leap forward, and you're going to be looking back and like you're going to obviously feel so sad and for everything the whole world went through, but there's also going to be a side of you that's really happy for like the good that came out of it, so there's lessons, there's loss, but there's also blessings, okay? Lately you've been really struggling to assert yourself in your work, in your career. But that is going to change dramatically. You're going to realize you have nothing left to lose when you come out of this whole thing. And so your confidence is going to be up. You're going to be more comfortable being vulnerable and being yourself and being human and getting yourself out there. You're definitely going to begin a new project, or you might finish a project. I'm not sure if that's going to happen during lockdown, but I think it will happen as a result of this whole thing. So expect a new beginning, expect a fresh start, expect unions. If you're looking for romance, yes, you're going to manifest love on the other side of this. You're going to leave this whole thing feeling wound up, feeling ready to go, feeling ambitious, in a positive state. You might be feeling a little anxious and impatient right now, but that's totally okay. A new love is coming in your life, or your love with your current partner is going to be strengthened through this. I see the Magician is a card about success and money matters, especially when it comes to creative pursuits, okay? New projects, new ventures, going off on your own. The results is up to you. So this is a good time to set intentions and to decide what you want, what you desire, how much you want it. You're going to begin again. You're going to start over on a new foot. And I see energy getting better for you, okay? So weather it down the next couple months. Focus on the little things. You can still treat yourself a little bit financially, maybe order a couple crystals online or something, but just don't go crazy, and hang in there. You'll be taken care of. That's the message I keep getting. You'll be taken care of. All right? If you need to worry, panic, freak out, anxiety, that's okay. I think I'm doing the same thing. But I just want you to know you're going to be okay, all right? You don't have to believe that right now. You don't have to feel that. But hopefully this message brought you some hope. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 3, we're going to look into the energy surrounding like your abundance and your money situation and just like what's going on around you right now and career and all that. And then here with this card, we're going to see if there's any opportunities coming in, any messages you need to receive, your guidance, and maybe what could possibly go down for you after this whole crazy thing that we're all going through is over. So your first card is the 8 of Pentacles. Well, this is really interesting visual. It's this spider that's like caught in its own web, which I think is really metaphoric of what's going on in the world right now. That's a whole other story. This is about productivity. I think the hardest thing for you right now is that you're somebody who loves to work. You're someone who really is like a go-getter, like a go type of person. Maybe you're an extrovert. I don't think everyone here is, because I know there's a lot of empaths here and we tend to be introverts, but I think I got some extroverts that picked this card. And you were really onto something at your job or at your work, or you were going towards a certain path, or maybe in school, and now you're just like caught and you're stuck. And you're like, how do I keep building this if I have to be inside all the time, and if everything is like, just everything is so uncertain right now, obviously. So you really want your enterprise or what you're working on right now to be successful and for things to go well, but it's just really difficult for you to ground your energy right now. This was very unexpected. Nobody saw it coming. You've been very affected and very impacted by this, just like everybody else. And what's hard for you is that like you're a problem solver, you're a go-getter. So you keep trying to look for solutions to these problems, these financial problems. You want to know the best action to take in order to get a handle on this and in order to clear it up. And that's probably why you are here. So we're going to see that in this card, like what you can do. But the message here is that there's something about release forms or legal forms or medical or corporate papers. And it's been halted now. It's halted your progress. You're not getting any messages back about that. And you're hoping that someone can come and like help you or answer that message or help give you guidance on that. So like there was this thing that was already going on before you entered into this whole situation. And now you're like, well, what's going to happen with that? Before this whole lockdown went on, even though you were a go-getter, even though you're very productive, you were a little depressed and bored with your work. Okay? Let's just admit it here. You were a little depressed and you were a little bored with your work, and you were just feeling like, well, guess this is it. Don't really know if I can climb any higher. Maybe one day I can start my own business like this, or maybe one day I'll get promoted, or my boss will retire and maybe give me the company or something. Or it's just, but I see this whole situation bringing you a change in attitude. I feel like you're going to start realizing that you want to put your energy in a different direction career-wise. There's going to be a lot of career changes and people moving and jobs hiring and people getting laid off and things getting switched around. I think, you know, now that you are silent and still with yourself and you're inside and you're away from your job, even if you're working online, you're starting to realize, I don't know if this is for me. And who knows, maybe there's some healthcare workers out there, nurses and people like that, who are realizing maybe this isn't for me. But maybe you were feeling like that way before all this craziness happened. So you want something new. You want something new in your job. You want new projects. You want new orders from your clients, or you want to embark upon a new journey. But the only thing that's kept you from doing that is because you've wondered this whole time, like, is it really practical for me to put my energy into changing careers or changing jobs or trying this thing out? You had been feeling really off balance before with your job and everything that was going on. and you felt like you just couldn't implement changes. You didn't want to leave the safety or the security of the job. And so now that all that's been ripped away from you and there's like no safety, there's no security, some of you guys might be seeing the true colors of your job right now. Some people's jobs are not able to support them a lot right now financially or whatever, but are supporting people emotionally and are trying to just still connect with their employees and like at least trying. And there's other jobs out there that are being cold, like just laying people off or firing people for no reason or just not communicating with their employers or there's a lot of crazy stuff happening out there. It just feels like a lawless land. So you might be seeing the true colors of your boss, of your organization. Some of you guys, you're feeling harsh energy coming in that direction, but it could just be because of, the people above you are stressed and just they don't know what to do either. But for some of you guys, you're realizing, wow, I was just a number on a payroll. I was nothing more. And I can't keep working like this forever. So you want to make a positive impact on the world. And you thought that what you chose was doing that. And it was a little bit creative, what you were doing before, but now you're realizing, no, I want to make a difference in this world. And there is a possibility coming for you, something that will intrigue you, either an idea or an opportunity or like a path that's going to open for you for sure on the other side. I see you having a difficult time right now with family members or whoever you're locked down with. There's been a lot of conversations. You've been trying to figure out, should I stay or should I go? This could be a romantic relationship. Maybe you're seeing the true colors of that right now. Or it could be your roommate or your living situation, the building that you live in. Maybe you're just realizing, okay, like everything needs to change here. I feel you might be struggling with a loss of appetite, maybe weight loss, maybe I do see small sums of money coming in. I see small sums of money. Okay, so I see money coming in, little pentacles here, little pentacles there, coming into your web. So you're still getting something. If you have applied for something, I see that letter coming very soon to you. Okay? New project, new venture, new ideas. I see someone coming in to back that up. You will regain your sense of peace, your sense of clarity, your assurance about yourself, your position in life. Circumstances will change for the better on the other side of this, but right now, you're just not equipped to change your conditions or better your situation by yourself and on your own. The answers that you need right now, the assistance that you need is going to come from other people who have experience, understanding, or knowledge, maybe greater than yours or in different issues. This is just telling you, don't force anything right now. All you can do is just wait for things to change. This is not a time to like assert yourself or put yourself out there. If you try and you push really hard right now, the energy could resist you back. It's time to sit tight, and you will get help. You will get means. You will have small successes right now, but maybe not big ones. Okay, so what is your message of hope, of clarity, of peace? What's going to happen on the other side of this whole lockdown thing? So this is completion. This is the ending of one cycle, the beginning of another. And look, we got the new moon here. So new opportunity, growth, of course, abundance. I see your finances turning around, the light at the end of the tunnel. This is a message about you climbing this set of stairs, all the effort, all the strength, all the determination, all the perseverance. You never give up. I love that about you and your energy. You're going to reach this last step here. You're going to get to the top. Okay? So I see your efforts bearing fruit. I feel like you're going to have a huge change of character. Like the person you are is going to change through this. You're going to have a lot more stamina, a lot more self-discipline, a lot more courage, a lot more faith, a lot more conviction on the other side of this. I feel like right now you're gathering strength. You're biding time. You're waiting for the right moment to act. I see you're surprised right now by the cancellation of so many appointments, of so many opportunities, so many things that you had looking forward. Could be cancellation of clients. I still see some of you guys out there maybe doing a little bit of work, but afterwards you're gonna have a huge boom in business. So you're gonna have work again, but it's gonna be more than ever. So take this time to rest. You're gonna have to work very, very, very hard. I see you eventually making money at your own craft, promoting yourself in your business. Like whatever you're doing now, eventually you might move on and do that on your own or like in a different way. I see something about like an artisan or someone who's in like a metaphysical venture profession. I see a lot of rewards. I see a lot of money coming in, okay? You're planting seeds right now, new ideas, seeds for the future. There's a promise of a brighter tomorrow. You're gonna be getting some good advice, not just from me, but I think there's like someone who's coming in your life or a friend or someone that might just give you the advice you need to hear. Your good fortune overall is going to come through social connections, and maybe that's why this is so hard for you. You've got to be in, it's hard to socialize, it's hard to make those connections. I see money coming in. I see like the place that you work helping the employees out. I see a message about you're just going to have to wait around. I keep telling you that, like you're just going to have to wait. But I think eventually you're going to realize who you are through this. You're going to become more authentic, and you're going to probably leave the job you're in, go into business for yourself, or move to a different line of career that's even more creative, even more self-expressive. I think that you're realizing that you don't just want to work for corrupt people anymore, or a corrupt company, or for you don't want to feel like the little person. You want to be your own thing, and you have an opportunity to do that. And sometimes, my favorite quote from Fight Club is, sometimes you have to lose everything in order to be able to gain anything. So this is, in a weird way, this situation has set you free, and it's gotten you really clear with like what really needs to give in your life. So it's painful, but my advice to you is burn the ship. Sometimes when explorers and travelers way back in the day would go explore somewhere, or would go to populate a new place or whatever, they would burn the ship so they could never go back. It was like a way of like committing and going all in to starting over, even if they're starting with nothing. So I think that's what you're doing right now. You're burning the ship, and you're gonna start over. Or the ship's just being burned for you. It wasn't your choice, but it's being burned. But you're gonna start over on a new path, and you're really close to some type of big breakthrough. So just keep going. Just embrace it. Life is interesting, crazy, weird. This isn't gonna be the only thing that's gonna break you down in your life. These cycles are gonna keep coming. And the next time something like this happens, whether personally or worldwide, you will be better equipped for it. You can do this, okay? I hope that this message resonated with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 4, let's go ahead and get your message about like what's going on right now with your career and finances and abundance and just like the whole situation. And then we're gonna look and see what opportunity is coming in for you, what blessings you could receive, or messages of hope or guidance, and what could potentially happen for you once this whole crazy situation is over or has died down. So your first card, oh goodness, is the 5 of Pentacles. So 5s in numerology have a lot to do with like challenge. It's kind of a roller coaster energy, up and down and up and down. It can have to do with prosperity. Funny enough, the 5 can have to do with prosperity, but it's like prosperity and then poverty, prosperity and then poverty. So it's like an up and down kind of energy. So maybe that's what's happening with you. Maybe you have like some good energy that's coming in with your finances, or you've had some good news, but your money is going to be coming in like little chunks and then depleted again. Chunks and then depleted. And so it's not like steady and consistent, and the flow is really frustrating you. I do feel like you have a lot of self-doubt right now and a lot of confusion. And it's difficult right now to talk with others. Maybe you're still working from home, but you're just having communication issues with some of the people you're emailing or conferencing with because they're stressed. And this could be difficult for you emotionally. You could be worried that maybe you're going to be let go, or maybe you're going to be fired, or maybe your situation with work was like barely anything, or you were like freelancing and just trying to get started on a path before this. And now you're just like, well, crap. Some of you guys are completely dependent on other people right now, or you're having to ask for money or beg for money or sign up for unemployment, or you're not getting anything back from your government, or it's pretty bad. And if those of you guys who picked this one, I feel like it's pretty bad. Your bank account could literally be zero, or you might just have a couple, I don't know, dollars left. I feel like you feel very alone right now. You feel very unwanted right now. You could have had a breakup a couple months before this, and now it's even worse because you were trying to do your whole glow up thing and get out there and like live your life, and then now you have to go back and you have to be alone. You have to be inside and you have to be faced with these feelings. So for you, yes, financially it's rough, but I feel like emotionally everything's coming up right now. But this is going to be good for you because I'll tell you why. Your root chakra, and this red color reminds me of the root, which is located at the base of your spine, is the energetic center for money, prosperity, finances, your sense and feeling of safety and security. And also it contains your past life memories or your memories from this life. Any traumas, breakups, stuff like that is kept there. And this energy can become blocked when we push things down, when we just try to put on a happy face and we push forward too hard in life and we don't give ourselves time to heal or to grieve or to slow down or to nurture ourselves. I think it's totally normal that for survival, especially in this fast-paced society, we naturally push a lot of things, that traumas and stuff like that, down and away, so we can keep going every day. So now things are coming up. You know, the death of the loved one that happened a couple years ago. You miss them more than ever now. The breakup that happened. You know, the things that are going on around you. It's all getting to you now. And I feel like some of you guys literally know somebody that has been hospitalized or has really had even greater misfortunes with this, or maybe it's your family, and like, so you're just worried for yourself and for so many people. So you're feeling discouraged. There's a lot of melancholy, blah, going on around you. You're really in need of a rest from mental and emotional stress. So and the financial situation, it's like you just can't do anything about it. Some of you guys were preparing to travel for work or for business and opportunity or for fun, and now it's not going to be able to happen. I'm also seeing something about your finances improving. Funny enough, through this time, slowly but surely, but there's still this emotional energy of like hardship and suffering around you. And none of that's wrong. There's nothing wrong about that, about what you're going through right now. It is what it is. So now let's look into the opportunities that are coming to you. Any messages of hope or guidance? I'm so sorry to hear what you're going through. We're going to see if we can just see the light on the other end of the tunnel. What's going to come through you after this time, okay? So weirdly enough, we got 5 and then 6. So we've got the 5 of Pentacles and then you got the 6 of Pentacles. So it's like the next step, things moving forward. And what a huge difference, what a huge leap between this picture, this image, this energy, and this one. Look at all this fruit that's becoming ripened, and there's coins on every single one of them. So rest be assured, yes, your financial situation will improve. You will get through this. And what's happening right now is you're receiving a huge purification, a huge energy healing, an adjustment in your thoughts, an adjustment in like your attitude, and like You're going to be able to transcend these difficulties. You are already on the start of some type of promising enterprise, or you're working towards a career goal or opportunity, or maybe even some type of investment. You're making better health decisions, and you're trying to figure out more like what are your desires and what do you want. And so now it's like you've been taken back to the basics of healing, cleaning out energy, clearing the root chakra. Once this whole thing is over, like you'll go back kind of to the path you were, but you're going to be in a different energy. So things will expand and will manifest for you so much faster. Okay? You were way too bogged down by your work. You needed to get away from it to relax and unwind. Because if you kept pushing yourself, it was going to be an uphill battle. I see you getting money through your work and through your career. I see an offer of financial assistance coming to you, or even debt paid in full. So this could be loan forgiveness. This could be, I just see maybe even through your government, family, or who knows, strangers, friends, your work. I see money coming in. It just, that won't be certain for a little while longer. You also have some prospects in the making right now, some new ideas that are coming in, all which look very promising to you. Someone's going to surprise you with like a charitable act or like a deed. So they might like try to hire you in the middle of this and like work around like the stipulation that you have to be inside and social distancing. You're a little anxious still, you're a little uncomfortable still as you're moving forward. But I see all of these money troubles going away. I see your finances doing just fine. I feel like they were doing pretty good before. This is just a pause. It might appear as if everything's going backward. It might appear if everything's being taken from you, but nothing's being taken from you. Everything's being given to you, and you're gonna see that on the other side. I'm sending you so much love and light with this reading. I hope this guys helped you, and I will see you next time. Peace out.